My name is Johnny. I live in Italy, and for 7 weeks I've been stuck in the Czech Republic. I bought a camera with a plan to film in Hungary afterwards, but the border closed and I couldn't make it. The camera sat alone on a shelf for a long time before I used it again, and I then found that unlike any other time, I wasn't filming for any other reason than the pleasure of it, despite being mostly confined to the same 3 rooms and 2 views. I'm now caught by the thought of editing the footage, not to make a film, but to enjoy editing. If I release the results, I will have to start each part with the process of making it, which will be both an explanation and an excuse. I have decided to start with Easter. Jesus rises from the grave and some Czech men plait willow branches into whips for the morning. These images are not of Easter, but some other feast. I could not find any old footage of Easter here, and I have 3 reasons for why. 1, the Soviet suppression of national and religious tradition. 2, shame of the tradition and consequent desire to hide it by many filmmakers. Or 3, the laziness of the rest. Regardless of whatever it was before, the tradition has deteriorated almost entirely to whipping women on the morning of Easter Monday, and receiving an egg and a shot for your effort. Yeah, so he loops it over and then under, and then the other side.
Okay, can you do it?
Yeah, have a go.
Shall I look up some easier way to do it?
Okay, we're just gonna have to tie it off. I mean, it's somewhat functional.
Yeah, you can have that. Že tady chutná nejvíc.
So have you always hated it?
I think I'm a bit better with it now because I'm older and I guess it's not as difficult to go for it anymore because a lot of men in my surroundings are also not that violent in that anymore. But I really hated it as a kid because I got really beaten from time to time, especially by my mom's cousins. So when I was 8 to 10, they were 14, 15, 16, and that wasn't a good age, so they couldn't really see how much force they can use against a little girl, and I really got bruises, so I hated it.
So what did they used to do?
What do you mean?
In terms of beating you up?
Well, they didn't have the wooden sticks, but they had a sort of from a rubber thing, which was also braided, and it was much shorter, so it was much more flexible, and it's basically burning the skin in a way as well.
And now?
Now I don't really mind as much, also because I don't really have friends that would go on me, so this whole humiliation aspect of your classmates coming on you is not really there anymore.
It's just me.
No, yeah, but it's fine. It's fun. And also stepdad doesn't really care. My cousins, I mean, yeah.
They didn't come today?
No, they're still gonna come. I think they're asleep.
They're just lazy.
Yeah.
They should get hit by the stick if it's to stop you being lazy. Does it work, or is it only one way?
Well, from what we saw in the documentary, it used to be both. So they would come to your household and beat the kids, beat the wives, beat the man, and also beat the kettle. Now the lights suddenly turned on when you had a shot.
Magical.
My sister.
Huh?
My sister was just swinging.
the day collapses into alcohol, and the camera rests back on its shelf. In the evening, I find a folder of images from before the quarantine.